Hello and welcome to another World of Warplanes video. This time we are looking at the Blohm and Voss Ha-137, which was, well, it's a gift aircraft I suppose. It was given out for Halloween basically, provided you completed 7 tasks. And it is the first German ground attack aircraft in the game. And, well, I suppose this is kind of an aircraft like what the Stuka line will be when it finally gets here, and that it's not as good as the Russian ground attack or Soviet ground attack aircraft in the ground attack role, but it's a fair bit better as a fighter, as you will see here as I dive down on a Focke-Wulf 57. Nice easy kill. This aircraft has got 2 20mm cannons and 2 rifle caliber machine guns, which is, well, they're very good at fighting enemy aircraft. They're actually not that great at strafing, but better than you'd expect. The Ha-137, it can also carry 4 bombs, but it has no tail gunner, which is the main reason why this was rejected by the Luftwaffe before the Second World War. See a demon decided to come. Well, it was going to go head on at me, but changed its mind. So I'll put a few shots in, but start stalling out. Oh, well, this was a nice quick game. There's only one enemy aircraft left, and well, it's somewhere else. So I'm going to go attack some ground targets. As I said, these guns, they're not great at destroying ground targets, but as you can see they do the job. The only real problem with them is that, well, my cannons have basically just overheated, and they cool down, well, I suppose it's quickly enough, it's just not as quickly as you'd like. Didn't quite manage to finish that target off. I mean, the fire output on this just isn't the same as the... is it 10 machine guns on the TSH-3? So you kind of have to make a couple of passes usually to get up targets. And well, we've won. See, 1200 experience, but that was doubled of course, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, I did have premium. But 1 ground target, 1 kill and 1 assist. So that's a pretty decent effort for a ground attack aircraft. 26% accuracy, but it's mostly shooting at aircraft, so that's alright. This next game is going to show you kind of the ground attack potential of this aircraft more than anything. Actually, it's a fairly small game, it's a tier 4 game, and we've just spotted an I-16 late above us. So we can't go for that. There's a Blenheim F. We could put shots into that if we get close enough, since it's at the same altitude as us. And well, it looks like our F2A is just ignoring them and flying straight. There's a 109B up high, and is that an AR-68? A tier 2 biplane fighter, which is at the perfect altitude for us to shoot at if it was closer. I'm guessing our F2A is actually AFK. Well, anyway, it's dead now. AR-68 and the I-16 duck down to avoid the attack from our 110B. I think I'm going for the AR-68, but I feel bad, so I go for the I-16 late instead, so it's going to level out right in front of me. But it goes evasive and I only do a little bit of damage. And there was, sorry, AR-68. Okay, well, I'm not that sorry since you lived. But anyway, since we are fighting above the enemy's AA guns, I figure it's my job to get rid of them. So bomb on that warship. Being a dive bomb prototype, this aircraft's actually really good at playing a dive. But I don't kill that ship, I just damage it. There's another bomb on that one. And that one destroys. Destroy that warship as well. There we go. So 1 bomb left. So I had to strafe some of these small ships on the way. But I figured I should use the bomb on this armoured warship since, well, it's armoured, it's going to need a bomb to kill it. And that should do the trick. Anyway, now the dogfight's down at my altitude. It's here in I-16, well, it's the same one. And I just can't quite keep up with it. But to get some shots in there. It looks like the 110B's going to get the kill here. No. Yes. Okay, well, there's only one enemy aircraft left, and it's a Blohm F, so our 110B should be able to handle it. So I will go strafe some ground targets. I'm also going to have to apologise. My computer doesn't like this map. It can render either water or smoke, but not lots of both. So you'll see it in this one, it gets a bit stuttery at times. And the next game as well, because the next game's on the same map and it has the same problem. So there's one more ground tank destroyed. And yes, our 110B, who is my clanmate, is complaining that I'm not going with him. But it really doesn't need me. I don't understand, like, I haven't flown the Blohm F, but I can't really comment. But my experience of flying against it is that the 110B, which my clanmate is in, can outrun and outturn it. So I don't really think it should be a problem. And I can see there that the 110B's got an altitude advantage, so it should have this fight pretty straightforward. So I loop back around. Well, it's not a loop, but it's a turn. Get a kill. Now I see the 110B's telling me to clear its tail, which is a bit disconcerting, so I head back. I mean, I'm not going to get there quickly because I'm still a ground attack aircraft. But apparently something has gone horribly wrong over here.
The engine has overheated. Cannot activate boost.
But I was thinking as I was coming back, I'm just wasting my time. It can't be that bad because it's not running towards me, which you would expect it to do if the 110B was actually in trouble. So I was actually a bit confused. It's asking for help, but not doing anything to let me help it. Anyway, I'm getting... well, it's dead. And I've still got 1.6 kilometers to go, which was kind of... well, it wasn't predictable, because it shouldn't have happened. But I was never going to get back there to help in time, if my help was needed. So apparently this is a good Blohm F pilot, which I wouldn't have guessed because it spent the whole first of the match strafing. Put some shots in, and thought it was going to break off straight there, which would be the smart thing to do. But instead it's trying to turn with me, and well, I can outturn it. Which is pretty good for a ground attack aircraft that you can outturn heavy fighters. And a nice easy kill. So one aircraft destroyed, but 81 supremacy points, thanks to the 5 enemy ground targets I destroyed. At top of my team. Look at that damaged underground targets. Like, those bombs are actually really effective. And the guns are pretty good as well, provided you can stop them from overheating. Now this last game, it's 15 aside, which you don't see that often anymore. And well, there were a bunch of fighters in front of me, both enemy and friendly. But I saw there was a sneaky TSH-3 down low, well, it's just popped up again. Down low and to my left. And I was thinking of going over there and taking out the AA guns like you saw me do in the last video. But I decided I'm probably better used driving down this TSH-3 since it's currently unmarked and I can kill it pretty easily. So coming down, I cut back on the throttle, try and increase my, I suppose, gun time. And I'm putting a lot of shots in, but its tail gun is doing, well, the tail gun is job as well. I pull up a bit here because I thought I was getting a bit low and it could possibly drop a bomb on me. But, well, we get the kill. Dropped its bombs then, but we took a fair bit of damage from the tail gunner there. Could have been a bit less if I had have just stuck on its tail, but I didn't. You see me looking around because there was something else strafing ground targets around here, but I don't see it around anymore. Well, the dogfight over there with the fighters has come lower, so go and help out and maybe bomb those ships. Well, all the enemy aircraft nearby are dead, so definitely bomb those ships, but there's a TSH-3 behind me. Well, a second one. So I'm going to turn around because, as you just saw, it's pretty easy for me to kill these. Let's go after our 110B. Not quite an effective range yet. Soon we'll get shots. Here we go. Extend the flaps to make me turn a bit tighter. I can turn inside the TSH-3 pretty easily anyway, but I don't really need the speed in this aircraft. At least not for a one-on-one fight like this where it's equal altitude. Something was behind me shooting, but I think it was actually a friendly aircraft. A friendly TSH-3 who got the kill there, but I got an assist. And this isn't good. It's a 3-on-5 fight, and we've got 2 ground attack aircraft, which aren't very good in a dogfight, but we are losing on supremacy, so we are going to have to go and kill something. There's something spotted in front of us. 109B down low, which is good because I'm up above it, so I'll be able to get a nice long firing on it if I dive on it. Well, I figure the 110C is actually the biggest threat here, and probably the easiest to take out. And we've got to take out guns quickly in this situation. So I got one. Coming back round and hopefully I can put shots into the I-16. Oh, no, it rams our TSH-3, so my input was unnecessary. Try and get some hits on the 109B, but not quite. Get a second chance here and get a few on target, but we just can't keep the nose up. We can't keep up with its turn. See an F3F, which is heavily damaged, so I focus on it, like I said, getting the guns out of the game. Might have been a mistake though, because I had a nice easy shot at the 109B there. Okay, we got the kill on the F3F, and unfortunately the enemy BSH-2 has crashed, so it's now our 2 ground attack aircraft versus the 109B. And luckily for us, we are fighting over friendly AA. And the TSH-3's also got a tail gunner, which is going to slowly whistle the 109B's health down. And I just want to be in a position where I can cover its tail, but as you can see I'm doing a bad job of it right now. Got a few shots on, but I've got to put my nose down because I'm going to stall out pretty soon. And our TSH-3 has crashed, so it's now 1-on-1, me versus this 109B. And well, it's a bit problematic because this one's faster than me and can outturn me. And it's right on my tail, and I have no tail gunner. But I do have 4 bombs. So I straighten out, I drop my bomb, and, well, I forgot to look back and show you. Whoops, but the bomb came close. Took about 20% of its health, but not enough to kill it. So try to put some shots on, but again, can't quite get my nose around quick enough. But the AA guns are doing their job and they're taking its health away. Down to 22%. Drop another bomb, but that one had no chance. Its health 17%. 16. Of course mine is way lower than its. It's one good pass from it will be able to kill me. So I'm just trying to keep low and under it with the hope that it won't put its nose down to like a really deep dive. And well, I get the kill, but that was really the AA that did the job there. See, 4 enemy aircraft, I got a hat trick. Easily top on my team, even though I didn't destroy any ground targets. And, you know, ground attack aircraft are penalised if they don't destroy ground targets. 16% accuracy, which is pretty good considering I was only shooting at aircraft. And that is the HA-137. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.